right there?
Yep. Okay.
All right. What?
Thank you you wouldn't believe what Jim did to rig up this camera.
Just a little masking tape and a broken gorilla holder.
Tripod.
Broken tripod.
And a
A
workbench.
little tape and a workbench stool.
We'll have to take a picture of it when we're done. Anyway. Today, hello friends.
Yeah.
Today's August 10th. Oh, I forgot we're looking over here.
I'm going to look wherever
Where
the
that
hell
little
I
padlock
please.
is. Where that little padlock is over there.
I might just look at my toes.
You have nice toes.
They need trimmed. And the nails are turning orange.
You're working on
It's
it.
all the orange Gatorade.
Wouldn't that be funny? But it's not.
Yeah, my foot doctor told me to switch to blue Gatorade.
He was in Iceland at the time. He didn't care what you were talking about. He would have told you anything.
And he's not really my foot doctor. Although he has treated me medically.
His
off
wife did surgery on me.
books. Oh, you call that surgery?
I had bilateral surgery.
You had toenails trimmed up.
No, I didn't.
Or
They surgically.
Ingrown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surgically. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna start.
Starting.
Today. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Today is August 10th.
Thank you, Amanda and Elliot, for providing us with awesome podiatric advice and
Care.
friendship,
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to start.
2024.
What about it?
I just finished the date. You could have jumped
Okay.
in there when I was in the middle of my date.
Oh, okay, you talk. I'll just sit here. and
Hello,
look pretty.
friends. No, our favorite follower, our favorite fan,
Our,
B.
not our favorite.
Yeah,
Okay.
he said that it was nice to see you conversationally. I said maybe I can talk him into doing some more.
My conversation is too strong.
It's too strong. You don't cuss.
I was quoting Magic Slim and the Teardrops.
Really? Is
Yeah.
that in a song?
Yeah,
That your language is too strong?
yeah. My conversation's too
Your
strong.
conversation's too strong. Magic Slim the Teardrop. We used to watch him at Howard Street Tavern in Omaha, Nebraska. Shout out to everyone in Omaha. Oh, and the Zoo Bar
I think
in Lincoln.
Howard Street's, or the Zoo Bar's still there, I think. I
Lincoln,
don't know.
Nebraska. Shout
There
out to
used to be
Lincoln.
little blues clubs back in the 70s.
We're that old.
We're up there.
Yep. Somebody was just looking on YouTube Sailing Channels. It's a Facebook page called YouTube Sailing Channels, and said, I'm really looking for some older couples. And I went, oh my God, that says we're too old for it's on a boat. That says, anyway.
It's a matter of opinion.
Okay, so we were going to talk about Hurricane Debby. That wasn't even a hurricane by the time she got here.
Come here, Blue.
She was, oh, that's a chance of that cord not ending well.
Yeah, she's not coming anyway.
Okay. Your thoughts on Hurricane Debby, tropical storm? She's probably a tropical depression. No,
I mean,
I don't know.
I think it missed us for the most part. We got some weather from the outer bands, it seems, and we got some significant winds, which really, from what I could tell, wasn't much of a problem. The biggest problem for us, or for our boat, I think, was the rising water, the high tides, because the tide came up over the dock and creates its own set of problems. There's usually turn off the shore power when that happens, and I had to adjust the dock lines to give a little more line for the rising boat because it used more line, and I screwed up. I had the lines all really hooked up nice, so all I'd have to do on the boat is throw a loop off the cleat, and then we could go when we leave the dock. But what I didn't, and as far as adjusting them, just running down on the dock and adjusting them was no big deal for me. But when the dock's underwater and the power's on, even with the power's off, when the dock's underwater, I tend not to want to go down in the water because, the electrical, those electrons like travel through water
It's
and
called
stuff.
electrocution.
Yeah, that stuff happens. And so I try not to do that. And so
Thank you for not doing that.
all of my dock lines needed to be adjusted on the dock underwater.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So that was a screw up on my part, but I was able to do it from the boat adequately, but it wasn't ideal. It was less than ideal. But I had previously doubled up on all the dock lines, so
At 11,
so that helped.
say 11 dock lines out?
11.
I mean, seriously. We were prepared.
3 cleats on this side, 3 cleats on that side, and spring lines on this side, and then just lots of lines going everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah,
we were prepared. We were
Yep.
prepared for the wind. We didn't take the bimini down or the sails off. We didn't prepare for hurricane type winds,
Right.
but we were prepared for high winds.
Right. Yep. We
Yep,
did just
so
fine.
We were in good shape.
Good job. And we were without power. We lost power at 12:30 at night, Thursday night, or actually that would be Friday morning. And then we lost it again at 3:06 Friday morning. And then it went off for many hours then when the marina stepped in and turned off all the power,
Right.
which we were expecting.
It was like 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And we don't need shore power. I mean,
Right.
our air conditioning runs on shore power only, or our generator. But we just did without shore power. We have brand new battery bank, and some solar, and we can always turn on the engine. We can always use the generator if needed. But again, I would have had to unplug the cord to use the generator for the air conditioning. I would have had to walk out onto the dock
Yep.
and get to the utility box to unplug the cord and bring it on board to use it to plug the generator into the boat power for AC. Something I never thought of.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy another $100 cord to keep on board because we aren't going to spend that much time tied up to docks in the future anyway.
That's the goal, right?
Probably.
Right.
We
Our
might.
goal is to not be. No way we're at 7 minutes.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
That's crazy. Okay.
I've been blathering.
No, not at all.
I'm being conversational.
Which we love.
We do.
We do. Okay, and then was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I think 2 days ago. Yeah, because we were stuck inside with Debbie outside. Friend, Mom Nature, Sassy Kicks. We had a planning session on what has to happen. Jim had a big work day today.
It's a long day. Had to get up early for donuts.
Yes. Saturdays. It's the best marina ever. They serve coffee and donuts, and you usually go out for that.
Yep.
And so while we were stuck on the boat, we had a planning session on what has to happen before we can leave. And we're shooting for the first week-ish of September. And we know that is the height of hurricane season, so this is all weather dependent, of course. When we get the weather window, we'll go. And we really got into the weeds as far as what has to happen before we leave. We talked about what we can do on the hook and at anchor is what that means, and what would be ideal to do before we left. What did we need to do safety-wise? That's kind of how we decided all of our projects.
Came up with a couple of dozen items, 2 or 3 dozen items that we want to do, but only a couple that we feel we need to do before we untie the dock lines.
Right. Because we are.
And then we don't even need to, but we wanted to. We needed to beef up the lifelines a little bit, finish that project.
Well, they were going to
little bit.
stretch. You said Dyneema
Yeah.
stretches a little bit after some time, and then you wanted to tighten those up.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
The
today.
Dyneema and the splices stretch out a little
Okay.
bit. So yeah, so finishing that up. Then we want our Dodger because, if the weather's nasty, it's going to be nice to have a Dodger.
Do you want to explain what a Dodger is?
Like the windshield of the boat, but it kind of covers the companionway as well. So if it's raining, you zip it all up, and then you can pretty much stay out of the rain when you're outside in the cockpit. And if it's windy, it's just a nice protection to have, especially out if you're out in big water, which we aren't going to do. We're going to stay coastal, probably pretty much, but who knows?
Intercoastal waterway?
No.
Is it
Just
intra or inner?
Intra, I believe.
Intracoastal. The ICW.
Is it intravenous or intravenous?
Intra.
I think it's intra.
Intravenous. Why did
Um,
we go there?
But we're going to stay close
We
to the
both
coastline.
retired from healthcare.
We're probably not going to get within sight of land, without sight of land, probably.
I have no idea. I don't know how far out we can go in the Atlantic without getting in the Gulf Stream,
Right.
because we don't want to get in the Gulf Stream because the Gulf Stream's coming up south to north and we are headed north to south. But I'm not super interested in doing all the math for the ICW.
I'm not that interested in the ICW either, but we may want to pull in somewheres and
Right.
ask directions.
Captain Ron reference. Yeah, I think definitely we'll be pulling in, do day sails. I think it'll probably take us a week just to get out of Chesapeake.
Ah!
But-
It might. We're going to be in no hurry. We're going to have lots and
Right.
lots of time.
And it's supposed to be a very active hurricane season, and so we'll want to feel comfortable ducking in to inlets, and if it takes a week to ride out a hurricane, then that's fine. That's what we will do.
Yep.
I'm so
No hurry.
excited. Yeah, that's what I was going to share about Debbie. Something that really made my heart explode just a little bit is when I got up. I was up till 4 a.m. Thursday night with Debbie, Tropical Storm Debby. Tropical depression by then? I don't really know. Anyway, and then I went to bed and Jim took over, and I got up about noon, and Jim said something to the effect of, I really appreciate how much you like weather and enjoy weather and doing weather, because not everybody would enjoy going through a bumpy ride.
It was a loud, very windy situation, and the docks that get you to your car,
To get away.
they were underwater, and the shore power went out, and a lot of people probably wouldn't like that. There are even people that live on their boats around here who mentioned it was a little rough,
Sure.
and this is tight up to the dock.
Right.
So yeah, I appreciate you not freaking out over weather.
No,
In
I
fact, enjoying weather. In
I
fact,
do.
when the weathercaster goes on TV and says, tornadoes are coming, don't go out on your porch and look for the tornadoes, you're the one they're talking to.
Yes. They should just say, Terry,
Mhm.
stay inside.
But you were like a certified storm tracker, chaser
Storm spotter,
person,
yeah.
and spotter in Texas.
For the National Weather Service, which is through NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. I went through all the training and became a storm spotter when I lived in Texas, but they wouldn't assign me a quadrant because I didn't have a ham radio. And I had my FCC license a long time ago. The summer I graduated from high school, I got FCC license, but
Yep.
that was a 1.5 years ago. So anyway, I love weather. I do. And we have raced, in back sailboat racing regatta in the middle of lightning, and it was absolutely one of the most thrilling sails of my life.
Because the wind kicked up.
Yeah, we had wind. You have to have
We
wind.
didn't have any wind for like 2 days, and then finally a storm blew in and the wind kicked up, so we were sailing finally.
Yeah, shout out to John Horn in Austin, Texas. So Labor Day, so we did our planning session, and then Labor Day we have a fabulous babysitting gig 4-day babysitting gig that we're super excited about. And then when that's over, I think we head out.
Yep.
That's like 2 weeks away.
2 weeks.
3.
Better
Today's
not
the
be
10th.
2.
Today's the 10th, so yeah, it's not even middle of the month yet.
No.
We're half a month.
Which is like 2 weeks.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, we're under no rigid timeline. We're gonna wait for a weather window and wait till we have all of our necessary things done.
Necessary things. It's so funny because last year we thought for sure we were taking off December 1st, and the guys in the boatyard were like, not a good idea. And thank goodness we didn't, because we ended up getting our standing rigging done. We got all of our lifelines done. We got dog netting up. I mean, we did so much after that.
That's one of the reasons we decided not to, is because our standing rigging was not as good as we wanted it to be.
Right.
It was, I mean, we were okayed by a couple of riggers. They say it'll probably be just fine for a couple seasons.
Right.
Coastal cruising is what they said, but that was iffy enough to where we wanted to get it fixed.
Yeah. Right.
So we got all new standing rigging.
So I'm going to address the elephant in the living room. In case y'all didn't know, we did not sail twice a week all summer.
Elephant. Yeah, we didn't. We haven't been out much. We've been working on the boat and then doing land-based activities, especially with the family. You know, keeps us close. But no, we haven't been out. We haven't been sailing. But we're going to. I mean, we're gonna just do it all at once. And I figured we would just kind of hold off and wait and just do everything all at once, because that's what we do.
I know.
And just up and go.
I know, I'm the worst. I think I scared myself. I think I got scared when I was trying to back out that day. The wind kicked up and got myself lodged in between a couple of boats.
But there's been lots of days where it was dead calm, where we could have easily went out very comfortably and chose not to, just because we have lots of other things that we're working on.
That's true.
Every day. And if we were doing that, we wouldn't be in the position we're in today with all the boat projects, because those take time.
Right.
Time and effort, and
Right.
it's so much nicer doing them tied up to a dock, close to a car, close to a hardware store,
Right.
a marine store. I mean, there's a West Marine 20 minutes away, which has come in handy.
Yeah. But I think we've got all the safety things really handled.
Pretty much, yep.
And so I think we're ready. I think we're ready to go.
We're
And
ready
I don't
enough.
think we need to buy $4 million worth of groceries, because we're just going to be going down the coast
Yep.
until, well, just like we said last time, or I don't remember last time we talked about it, but hanging out in Georgia until December 1st, when hurricane season is done, and then we will, who knows where we'll go after that.
Yeah,
We
who
have no
knows.
idea.
But we're going to take our sweet time getting down there, too.
Yeah,
We're just going
go at our own speed.
to take it easy.
So really, that's about all I had, was just to share that we're close to going.
Mm.
You ready?
Yep, sure.
Excited?
Sure.
He doesn't get very excited about it.
Sure. Yeah. I'm
Pizza.
happy here. I'm very happy.
Better say
I'll be happy when we leave too.
Yeah? I know you're going to miss everybody. You know
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, whatever.
I know. But it will be fun. We will have adventures.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll make new transient friends
Oh.
as we go.
They'll be waiting for us when we get back next
Yeah.
spring.
Some of them are heading down. Who knows who we'll see on the road?
Yeah.
Some of them are heading down also.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be exciting?
So yeah, could very well.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know how much of this we're going to have to cut.
All of it.
We went long. Okay. Are you ready?
For what?
Say goodbye.
Okay.
Is there
see ya.
anything else?
Keep the heavy side down.
Hell, I know what it means. I agree. Do that. Okay. Thanks for following our journey, and we will see you next time. Bye.